Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Candace from This Vivacious Life, where I share delicious gluten-free recipes, products, and tips to help you make gluten-free living easier and more enjoyable. Today, we're tackling a question I get all the time. What is the best gluten-free store-bought bread? And honestly, if you've been gluten-free for any length of time, you know that not all are created equal. Some are dry, some literally fall apart in your hands, and some are tiny little loaves that cost a small fortune. But thankfully, there are some truly amazing options available today. I've been gluten-free for 18 years because of celiac disease, and I've tested more breads than I can count. So today I'm sharing some of my favorite store-bought recipes and some that I don't like, what I love about each, and exactly how I use them. Let's jump in. All right, I went to the grocery store and I picked up a bunch of gluten-free breads. These are the kind that you're gonna see at your local grocery store. We've got all different kinds, varieties from brioche and Hawaiian rolls to sourdough to whole grain bread. So I'm gonna save my best for last because there's a reason it's my favorite and I wanna show you why and all about it. So let's get into the others first. Now, this is one that is in my top 3. I absolutely love Canyon Bakehouse bread. They are easy to find. They have more variety than any other brand out there. I can get my brioche for like a breakfast sandwich. I can get Hawaiian rolls to make my famous cheese and Swiss sliders. I can make breakfast sandwiches with their everything bagels. They even have a sourdough loaf and a cinnamon raisin. So this is a brand that I have been enjoying for 15 years and they are really fantastic. I feel like the texture is probably the best of the store-bought brands that are readily available. So that is one of my top. Now we're gonna go into some of the others and things are gonna get a little dicey here, okay? Because I don't love all of them. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna go over to this one. This is Rudy's, and I am so sad to say this because I am a fan of their new gluten-free uncrustable type sandwiches. They're really fun and they're easy to take on the go. But their sourdough bread, I mean, are you kidding me right now? No, just no, not a fan. So it's okay to like one thing in one brand and not something in that same brand. So not a fan of their sourdough, but I do like their little uncrustable type sandwiches. This is the Great Escape. I did not like the flavor of this one. Now the texture might have been a little bit better. I didn't like the flavor. It tasted too whole grainy, I guess. So yes, while the texture might be there a little better, not a fan of the flavor, but you might like it. Now this is a sourdough that a lot of people like. This is Simple Needs. This one is not readily available. This is going to be at your health food store, but see, when I'm trying to even pull out a slice, look what's happening. I'm trying to pull out slices of bread, and you're probably watching going, no, she just wasted $11 worth of bread. Okay, but let me tell you, the good thing about these things, okay? You can take all of this and you can break it up and you can make it into breadcrumbs to crust some chicken with. Or you could make it into a breakfast casserole. When you doctor it up and you put plenty of other things in there, you can use it. So I'm not gonna waste this bread, but it isn't gonna be the bread that I go to have a sandwich, okay? Now you can see the different kinds of textures in gluten-free bread and why it is so incredibly frustrating to spend $9 a loaf for something you don't like, which is why I want to make sure that you get to see what is worth your money. So this is another one, Queen Street Bakery. I was really hopeful for this one, but I am not paying $9 a loaf for holes in my bread. I am also not going to be paying for something that tastes like beans, and it does, it tastes like beans. So those are some that I'm not a fan of. I'm gonna get into the ones that I do really like now. If you're finding this video helpful so far, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. I share gluten-free recipes, product reviews, grocery finds, and tips for living your best gluten-free life. And I'd love to know in the comments, what's your favorite gluten-free bread? I'm always looking for new products to try, and your recommendations help everyone in our gluten-free community. Now let's keep going. Before I show you my favorite gluten-free bread from the store, I did want to show you just one more thing and tell you about Canyon Bakehouse. This isn't sponsored or anything, but this is the bread I used for the longest time, and the reason is because they have so much variety. They have a gluten-free everything bagel that is really great when toasted and topped with your favorite like turkey and sandwich fixings. It's really, really delicious. It's the most common, the one that I gift my friends if I can't find my favorite. It's one that I feel confident and comfortable giving and serving to anybody, whether they're gluten-free or not. And it's the one I reach for most when I'm making my gluten-free bread pudding and things like that. But let's get into my favorite store-bought gluten-free bread. So this one happened by accident. I was at Costco and I happened to come across this and I thought, you know, I'm gonna give it a try. This is a gluten-free sourdough bread from Franz. It's deli style. So let's just start with that. Look how huge the the slices are. If you are gluten-free, this right there is a winner for you. These are huge slices. Typically we get half of that for one slice and you're paying the same amount. And if you look at any other slice of gluten-free bread, let's just compare half. So already I was very pleased with the size of the bread. Now, I'm not even kidding you. I eat 2 slices of this bread every single day. How I do it is I heat up some olive oil. I'm a big fan of graza, but whatever you like to use, in my hot pan, and I like to give it a nice little sear. It's just flavorful, delicious. I love it warm, and I give it on both sides till it's just a little bit golden, and then I sprinkle it with some flaky sea salt. It is perfection, and I can eat it just plain like that, or I will make it a base for a sandwich. But look at this texture. So this is the other thing about this bread. The texture here is really, really good. It's got that pull, it's got that give like bread should. Definitely my go-to. Now they also have a cinnamon bread, and I was so excited because I wanted to try it with you for the first time, because since I love Franz already, I figured I'm probably gonna like this cinnamon bread too. All right, so we're gonna give this a try right here live. It smells incredible. It's got that yeasty smell. You can smell the cinnamon. So good. Chewy. Again, I don't know, Franz, this isn't sponsored. I just love their gluten-free bread. Now, I found this one at my local grocery store. This sourdough I found at Costco for 2 whole packages of this. I mean, they're a pretty big package. $10 for 2. That's half the price of the regular bread at the grocery store that is not even going to make your sandwich enjoyable. So this is my favorite, best for last, my favorite store-bought bread. Always go with the sourdough, and now I can actually recommend this cinnamon as well. It's a great choice. Now, let's say I bought the gluten-free bread, I enjoy it, but I really want to advance to home-baked gluten-free bread. We have a gluten-free sourdough loaf that is always a winner. It's so good, and I highly recommend it. We start from our gluten-free sourdough starter, and it is a great bread. Now, it does take time, but it's delicious. It's got that homemade comfort that you want, the warmth, a little bit of salt, and this is our honey whole grain, but we also make a gluten-free boule. So anything that you want, you basically can find gluten-free now. You just have to know what not to buy and what to buy. So if any of these things were helpful for you today, I would definitely love to have you like and subscribe. We would love to share more with you. We're going to be coming out with some other things like our favorite gluten-free store-bought snacks, as well as the best gluten-free flours to bake with. I hope this roundup helped you discover a new gluten-free bread to try. As someone with celiac disease, I know how exciting it is to find products that actually taste good and make life easier. Thankfully, gluten-free products have come a long way since I was diagnosed 18 years ago, and there are more great choices than ever before. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss a new gluten-free recipe, review, and grocery find. And before you go, tell me in the comments which gluten-free bread is your favorite. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next video.